What is up, guys? Hello. We are going to be jumping into this company tier list for New World here in May. JJ, thank you for the raid. We're going to be jumping into this here. Guys, I do want to say, if you guys are not subbed on my YouTube, if you're watching, first off, if you're watching this on YouTube, hit that sub. And guys, if you guys are not subbed on my YouTube and you're watching this on Twitch right now, please hit that sub, guys. I am about 80 subscribers away on YouTube from 1,000 subs. So it's huge, man. If you want to support me there, please hit that sub there. So thank you. But guys, we're going to be jumping into this company tier list. I do want to preface this with a few things. Yes, I will be a little sick. I'm a little sick this week. It's how it goes, okay? It's all good. Also, I do want to say this is my opinion. Okay, this is completely Willie's opinion. Now, do I have a pretty valid opinion? I think so. I shoutcast like 90% of the wars. I'm always in the mix. So we'll see what it looks like, okay? If you guys have a different opinion, that's fine too. You know, again, everybody's gonna have their own here. If you guys disagree, agree, whatever, at the end of the day, it's for fun. So I want to preface it with that. So guys, first off here, you guys know the drill. Look at all of these beautiful companies, but guys, the first things first, guys, get the salutes in the chat, get the flutes down. We're going to be approaching the graveyard. We got alternates in the graveyard, aphotic in the graveyard, but I heard they're coming back, guys. Oh, this one hurts, guys. This one hurts. Boogaflu and Booga Uwu in the graveyard. Borpa in the graveyard. Careless. Cloaked. Coconut Wireless. And dude, Gambit, Willie knows everything. Let's go. Context in the graveyard. Declared in the graveyard. Dodgers in the graveyard. Doesn't matter out there. Is Downfall? I think Downfall is correct. DSS, I think, is in the graveyard. Correct. Enough's enough. In the graveyard. Fed out there. Oh, Downfall's still here. Downfall's alive. All right, we'll put them in needs to see more. Got you. Okay. I haven't seen Downfall yet since it. So let's go. We have Globo Gem in the graveyard. How it goes. We can have JDB. Is JDB? We'll see. Leaked in the graveyard. Lost Reapers. Maximum effort. JDB's alive. All right, we'll put them in needs to see more. We just haven't been catching. All right, we'll do Min-X in the graveyard. Minotauri in the graveyard. Is Mod TC in the graveyard? Is Mod TC out here, or I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you. We'll see. Price check. Wait, no. Price check's out there. Mod TC's is Mod TC down? No. DSS is dead. Salute to the boys. Fuck. Mod TC's down. Oh, you hate to see it. Soju Gang dead. Riposte dead. Onion Gang dead. No Hard Feelings dead. Ouroboros, no. Pat Patrol dead. Prim dead. Strict dead. Swipe Knight dead. Top G dead. Tribulation dead. Trinard dead. Uppies dead. Bootier dead. X Payout dead. Okay. I think we got them all. I think we got them all. I think we got them all, guys. Did we get them all here? I think we got all of the dead. All of the dead people. All of the dead bodies in this graveyard. Cram is, Strawberry. Yeah, Strawberry's hiding over here. Strawberry is in fact dead. That is true. I think this is the roster. You missed a big one. Did I, Solar? What's that? Cram D tier. I don't think I have Cram on the list. Handsome Blokes. Well, hold up. Moppers. Oh wait, Moppers. Yeah, Moppers is dead. Wait, yeah, Moppers is dead, right, guys? Is Orphan dead? Is Orphan dead, or are they out there on needs to see more? Sister, you have Shenko's. I'm just doing it like this. Okay. I do separate enough, right? I mean, I do have the sister companies out here, man. Yeah, they're dead. Orphans dead. Yeah, I got like minus 15K. I have Booga Uwu. Like I got, you know, I think I got them out here. Like, the ego now. Okay. No, Moppers I think is dead. They were 4.2 mil, but they're pretty dead. Yeah. Oh, I got you, Shanko's. Horizon, Astra, and Soul. You're right. I could do that. Big pylon resistance. Hey, I love seeing this. Let's go. I love seeing this. Yeah, you're right. I need to do Astra and Soul. I've been doing it with my stream setup. I need to do it with the tier list. You're right. But this one we'll just do normal Horizon for now. You're correct. All right, guys. Now that the graveyard is all said and done, we'll go ahead and we'll talk about the two that we put in and needs to see more off the rip. So Downfall. Excuse me. Downfall is a syndicate company. They were on Orifina for a while. It looks like after the merge, I haven't really seen them, so we're gonna have to just need to see more. Downfall kind of been in kind of like a lion and wait situation, so kind of see what they look like here. JDB disbanded. Are they completely dead though? People are telling me that they're still alive. Moppers is 4.2 mil. Yeah, so are they? So are they still? Do they plan on getting active? This is the thing about Moppers. Do they plan on getting active, or is it like you know what I mean? What is the move here? I don't know. Do we see more coming out from Mops, or are they just dead? Actually, you know what? We're gonna put Moppers as dead for now, and then we'll have a 4.2 mil for the next tier list if they're getting active. And JDB, they just took MD. Call them dead. Oh, no. We'll put Moppers as a company dead, and then the next tier list we'll do 4.2 mil. JDB, are we going to be seeing need to see more? Are they going to be over here in dead too? I don't know. We'll put needs to see more. We'll see if they fight back. Guys, let's get to the companies though. Let's go ahead and get to the companies here. First one we're going to do, and guys, look, I know, hate me all you want. We're going to do Supple. Guys, Willie, why would we do Supple? Guys, Supple, coveted company over here on Castle of Steel. You know, look, it's kind of like, you know, Supple seems to be setting the bar for the absolute top epitome of what the top tier company looks like. Supple, fantastic company out there. Look, I'm not the Shadow Gov. I know, guys. Look, I just gotta say Supple is S tier. We all know this though. Like, it's suck Fupple in the chat. You know, like, guys, I'm not on Supple payroll. I'm just being honest, okay? I'm just, you know, look, it is what it is. Supple definitely holding it down here. So Supple is again, and also we have EU coming over here soon, and they're going to be trying to fight the Supple boys. So we'll see how it looks. So with that out of the way, let's go ahead and talk about, let's go, who do we pick here? Who do we pick? Guys, what is Notice? All right, guys, I want to talk a little bit about Lilith here for a second. Notice is a syndicate company on Lilith. Now, guys, what is going on with Notice here? Notice has definitely been having a weird one. We saw they didn't slot for their award today. I heard that there's some drama in the company, and is Notice, what's Notice going to do? Are they going to be fighting still? Are they going to commit to death? Like, I'm not quite sure. Yeah, it's a little rough. I think Notice does have some strength, but not really you know, I think they're on their way out, to be honest with you. I think Notice, they dead. Yeah, that's what I'm pretty sure, unless somebody can confirm. But, you know, then again, also, this is going in from the last month, and last month we did see a good amount of Notice, specifically on defense. We didn't see a ton of attacks, and the thing about Notice is we never really saw a Notice versus vertical, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird, you know. I never really saw the Notice versus vertical as much as I would have liked, so it's kind of weird. I guess I'm gonna put Notice in needs to see more, because they could be disbanding. They dead ass could be, yeah, they really could be disbanding here, so we'll just put them in needs to see more for now, because I don't know really what's going to be going on over there. Let's go ahead and let's just get one of the controversial picks out of the way, guys. Let's do e-good. Guys, let's do e-good. Okay, Now, e-goed Marama company making the way over here on the Marama Baby Mama drama. These guys are Marauder company.
Let's go!
These guys are looking pretty insane. It's kind of rough. Now, guys, e-goed is in a weird spot because they have won two wars, right? Yo, Zane, thank you for the sub. Thank you guys for the follows and the subs. Now, guys, the thing is they have won 2 wars against heaters, but the thing about e-goed is we haven't seen them fight 15K yet, so we've only had 2 wars to look at. Now, have the wars been convincing? Absolutely. The wars have been looking insane. The wars have been looking very, very good coming out from the squad. So I do think that they could be. I do think that you could put e-goed in S tier, to be quite honest with you. I honestly do think e-goed could be S tier, but they could also be A+, at the top of A+ tier. This is the thing. Now, it wouldn't be because of a lack of strength. I think it would be because we've only had 2 wars out of e-goed. With, you know what I mean? Like, but I mean, granted, they have been convincing wars, and I was battling with this. I was thinking about this, and I'm like, is it S tier or is it A+? You know what I mean? I feel like it could be both. I mean, the thing is, when you think about the strength of Marama, it's kind of it's hard. The thing is, well, yeah, when I had e-goed to S tier last time, I think I had him at S because we saw more out of e-goed, right? And right now we only have 2. You know what I mean? We only have 2 wars to kind of like chop at. So it's really hard for me to be like, oh, this is an absolute S tier company when we've caught Supple hold out against Boogaflu and dropouts a million times in the last couple weeks. So it's kind of hard to, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and put him at the top of A+. Again, not due to lack of strength. This is just due to lack of how much wars I've seen coming out of e-goed. They could be an S tier easy, but I just need to see a little bit more wars. And I know we're gonna be catching. I know we're gonna be catching the e-goed versus minus 15K here soon. So I don't know. I just think, again, it's, guys, like, look, you guys can say wow and say cap and all that all you want. Guys, look, we've seen 2 wars. Granted, amazing wars coming out from the squad, but a lot of these guys we've caught like at least 5 to 10 wars each. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, come on. Come on, like, yo, like, Jesus, bro. Like, yo, oh my God, yo, you guys are gonna roast my ass for this. Dude, stop using logic, dude. I'm telling you, I feel like this is legit. Like, I think e-goed is an S tier company. We've only seen 2 fucking wars. Oh my God, bro. You guys, I swear to God, you guys are so out of pocket. Yo, I swear. Check the pace up. Wait, guys, wait, this is in. Hold up. Yeah. Okay, my PayPal went through. Nice. Nice, let's go. Dude, Vince, I've been doing tier lists every 2 weeks, man. Yo, look, this stuff on me, bro. I swear to God, bro. Show us the pay stubs. Yo, guys. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll see. I want to see something here. Fine. Look, you guys, I'll see something. Let's go. Hold up. I'm gonna get a poll. I don't do this much because, again, I am on the fence with this. Hold up. I'm gonna get a poll. I'm gonna see what the chat thinks. What do you guys think here? Let me get a poll going. We'll do it for 2 minutes. I don't do this much. Question: is e-goed S or A+? Look, S, A+. What do you guys think? 2 minutes on the clock. Start the poll. You guys, I want to see the predictions. What do you guys think out here? We'll let the community take a look here, because to be honest, I am on the fence with it. I kind of wanted to put him at the A+. I kind of want to put him at the A+ because, again, you know, we've only had 2 wars, but we'll see what the community thinks. Maybe I can be swayed. Maybe I can be swayed here because, you know, we've done this a few times, so we'll see. 15K Ziotic, they beat heaters, right? They beat heaters twice. Yeah, Ziotic, I'm pretty sure. They didn't fight 15K yet. I'm pretty sure. Unless I absolutely missed it. Yeah, guys, we're letting the chat do it. Letting the chat decide. No, it's fine, Ziotic. Yeah, we haven't seen 15K versus heater versus e-goed yet. It's looking pretty somewhat even. I did, Big Mac. Yeah, Moppers did turn. I know Moppers turned into 4.2 mil. All right, now how not Ace? How would I not to make them S tier? Because like, I mean, I look, guys. I find it crazy that nobody can understand my logic behind only seeing 2 wars against the same company. Am I crazy? Like, you guys are making me feel like I'm insane. e-goed has had 2 wars against the same company. You guys are making me feel like, how do you not see that logic? Why I would think maybe A plus instead of S? Like, come on, tell me you at least see it. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah, like, come on, tell me you at least see the logic. Okay, like, don't, come on now. Like, don't look at me like I'm fucking insane out here. Okay? Like, it's been, he fought the same company twice. Like, 2 times. Well, it looks like 69 lmao. Hey, yo, 69 said, well, that's what I was saying, bad luck. I would love to see, chat has spoken. Yeah, I mean, look, we have more people say e-goed and S. So look, we'll go with what the community thinks here. e-goed S. Look, I would say A plus. Look, I'll put it on the record. I would say A plus here. I'm just saying, look, we'll go with what the chat. If you guys, we have way more people thinking S over A. So, hey, we'll put it S, dude. But I still think, look, but again, yeah, I know, like, e-goed is insane. I'm not debating that. It's just a lack of a community tier list. No, look, we do this very occasionally. We've done this on multiple tier lists. So, yeah, we have done this on multiple tier lists. We've done this before. So, let's go. Let's switch it up a little bit. Let's see what happens here. We will see. Let's go ahead and do needs improvement. We'll just go ahead and keep Marama. Now, needs improvement look good. They did beat the minus 15k B team. Oh, my bad. Needs improvement is a syndicate company over here in Marama. Now, they did beat the minus 15k B team a little bit ago, but they did actually lose tonight pretty convincingly to they lost tonight pretty convincingly to who did they lose to? They lost to, was it Horizon? No. Yeah, somebody let me know in the chat. They did lose tonight, like, fast as hell. Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, West Bench, yeah. Yeah, which isn't necessarily a bad look. I mean, West Bench is pretty strong. Yeah, West Bench is pretty strong, but needs improvement. I don't know what they look like here. I do think that maybe it should be about, I think needs improvement could be, they are on Marama, right? But losing to West Bench a little rough. I think we're going to go ahead and we'll put needs improvement in C tier for now. They did beat minus 15k B team, but losing to West Bench sucks. So they did get an attack win though, so within the last 2 weeks, so not bad. I think C is pretty fair for needs improvement here. And obviously, guys, we will be shifting this around by the end of it. So now, guys, let's talk a little bit about Ouroboros. Let's go ahead and switch it up a little bit. Ouroboros is a Marauder company there in Valhalla. Now, Ouroboros started off the week strong, but has been struggling pretty heavy. We just saw the Boros boys have some really bad defenses, and now they're down to 1 territory. And the Boros boys, again, they have a lot of strength. They're in Valhalla. They're fighting companies like Technical Scales and others, but what do they look like here? You know, I would say that at the start of the week, before, I did hear that some of the roster actually got taken away. Not gonna lie, I heard that some of the roster kind of left. Now, I do think that they could be a B team or a B company, but I think because of the rough week that they've had, I think it's going to be a bit of a C tier. I think Ouroboros definitely going to be in the C tier for now. We're gonna have to keep a track on these guys and see what they look like moving forward. But yeah, since they did lose a lot of their company, it's kind of a rough look. So, I guess maybe not a lot of their company, but a couple groups. It looks like their defenses and attacks have not been a little shaky. Do eye for an eye. You guys want eye for an eye? Okay, we'll do eye for an eye. We'll do eye for an eye. Eye for an eye is a Marauder company over there on Lilith. Now, guys, eye for an eye is kind of in a unique situation. These guys have been in. It's kind of interesting. It's interesting. Eye for an eye. Aura is dead. You think so? But no, eye for an eye it's rough. You know, whenever you look at their company right now, they did have a good night tonight. Okay, they held a double deck. They held a double deck, right, and they took vertical to fort. That is really good. Hold up 1 second. People are saying Ouroboros dead ass disbanded. So are they in the graveyard? You made the announcement. All right, Lamilli. Look, there it goes. I trust Lamilli. Yeah, I for an I did fort vert and held it down on a 2-point hold. But guys, I mean, where does that put them overall though, right? I think I for an I kind of battles. You know, I think check DMs, Schley DM with a new meme vid. Oh my god. Oh my god, dude. You guys are gonna really I swear I'm gonna get fucking roasted in that meme video, ain't I? Let's go. Now here's the thing. Wait, solid A for sure. A? You guys think A? You guys think I for an I is an A tier company? I don't know. I think I for an I is probably at most B. That has to be all I for an I in chat. I has to be all I for an I in a chat. No, I think I for an I is at the most B, could be top C, to be honest with you. Out of respect, just I don't know. Whenever you look at some of the other ones, you know, I think I don't know, man. Some of the other companies here, I think B is probably, it was jokes, Lamilli. Okay. We were B last time. Yeah, we're still alive. Oh my god. Okay, Lamilli trolled me. I got you. And fresh, we A. It's hard though, because it is hard doing the fresh start compared to the legacy. But I do a mix of both here. They do. I mean, look, you can take vert to fort, you know, which is a great look. I'm not like counting anything out for that, but like taking it to fort and then having, you know, a successful fort fight and like ticking the point and stuff like that. I mean, you know, I think I for an I is solid B for now. Hold up, I gotta put Ouroboros back. I think I for an I is solid B for now. I don't think I need it. Look, if I for an I can keep it going, I think if I for an I can keep up the success that they're having, they could easily go to A and even more. But right now, you know, look, they are the standout company for fighting vertical at the moment, especially considering Order Ornatus is kind of on the same level there. So it is what it is. I think I for an I is still strong. I think I for an I is still strong. Let's go. I just don't. I need to see a little bit more coming out from the squad. I think B is completely fair. If you, it's how it goes. Let's go ahead and do. Let's do Don't Panic. So don't panic. Don't panic. Making the way over here to Valhalla. They've had a war. They had a successful war. They did beat, I think it was Stimmies, pretty convincingly here, if I'm not mistaken. I think they did beat Stimmies, but Stimmies kind of have been down bad. Don't Panic though doesn't have necessarily the strongest roster. I think again winning is pretty good, but I think that Don't Panic probably does hold it down on the D tier.
Let's go.
Excuse me. I think Don't Panic does hold it down on D. Could be top of D. We'll have to see at the end of it, but I do think Don't Panic probably D at the moment. Pretty good though. Look, I think putting I for an I at B is a completely fair take. I think that's completely fair. Like, they're looking good. I mean, hell, next tier list, maybe they're an A. Like, look, if they keep it up, let's go. Let's go ahead and do. Let's go ahead and do some. Who do we do next, guys? What about Horizon? Where do we think Horizon is? Horizon is a Marauder company over here, making the way over to Marama. They were on Orifina for a long time. Now they're over here. They looked pretty good. Wait, Horizon disbanded? No way. Wait, what? Rip Horizon? Guys, come on. Wait, no way. Did Horizon just disband after that war? No, you're capping. You guys are capping, man. You guys are making me fuck up this tier list. No shot. Is it true? They're trolls. Okay. All right. I might have to actually be done looking at chat. All right. Yeah, guys. I'm done looking at chat. 1 second. I love you guys. I love you guys. I'm just gonna do my thing. I'm getting too distracted out here. All right. Let's go. We're gonna do Horizon. I love you guys though. Okay. All right. We'll do Horizon at the moment. Where did they go? Okay. Horizon is a Marauder company over there. They went to Marama, baby mama drama. They did have a rough look against minus 15K just now, but they have had some success too. They have multiple companies. I need to split that up in the future. Horizon did take heaters to fort, so that's a pretty good look. They weren't able to complete the play though, so unfortunately they weren't able to actually win there. So a bit of a rough look. I think Horizon does kind of hover between being B and A tier. I think they could. I know A is. I think A might be a stretch. I think recently, you know, since they have came to Marama, it's been a little rough. I think they could be holding it down at the B side, right? I think B might be a pretty fair take for the Horizon boys. Yo, A Crit Face, thank you for the resub. Thank you, man. I think we'll do B for now. I think we'll do B for Horizon. Again, they did take heaters to fort, which is great. They did catch a dub, but against some of the other big dogs, they could be A2 though. But I don't know. We'll see how it looks at the end of it. Let's go ahead and do dropouts. Now, see, this is where the e-goed take. This is where the e-goed take meets the dropouts take, because dropouts has been looking. Dropouts is a Marauder company on COS. Dropouts has been looking actually pretty good, especially after Bugaflu disbanded. They just held out Adeptus. They just beat Adeptus pretty convincingly there on attack, put them at a war camp. And this is where it's like, okay, this is why, you know, do we have S or A+? I think Dropouts is still A+. They still struggle when it comes to fighting supple. But if we're going to put e-goed at S, that's where it's kind of like, well, shit, do we put Dropouts up there too? But I think, well, see, that's the thing. See, this is exactly why the e-goed placement messes with this, because you could argue that Dropouts could be S too. But I think, again, I'm going to put Dropouts at A+. But e-goed up here, we'll have to see e-goed later, man. Look, I know y'all roasted me. We did have the chat help with that. We'll see later, man. We'll see how it goes once I get this all done. I'm not reading chat, so I'm locked in. All right, I'm doing my thing. Okay, you guys are swaying me too much tonight. We'll do heaters next. Now, guys, heaters has been looking a little interesting here, guys. Heaters, a syndicate company over here on Marama. It's kind of interesting. Heaters has really had a hard time recently. Now they have been a bit of the onslaught of e-goed, right? I think heaters have been kind of this. They've been targeted by e-goed. I think unfortunately they were A+ on the last tier list. But I do think, unfortunately, here, since they have lost a couple territories, now it has been against e-goed, so it's hard to fault them a ton. But I think they're solid A tier for now. I think A tier is very fair for the heater boys. They could be A+, but the problem again is the fact that they did lose 2 territories, and Horizon did take them to fort as well. So heaters going down a little bit. A is definitely a good spot for the heater boys. Let's go ahead and check out the Handsome Blokes while we are at it. Handsome Blokes syndicate company over here on COS making an appearance. And guys, the Blokey boys.
Let's go!
The Blokey boys, it's kind of interesting. Now, they are fighting some tough competition. Where do blokes lie? They have taken a lot of good companies to fort, right? They have taken a lot of good companies to fort, but have they actually done a lot of winning? You know, have they done? I'm not quite sure. Have they actually won a lot? I think Blokes still has a little bit to show here. You know, I think they got a little bit to show, but I do know the company overall is fighting some of the big dogs. I think they took dropouts to fort as well too. So I think A is very fair for the Blokes. I think Blokes at A tier is very fair. Need to see a little bit more coming out from them, but I think that is pretty decent coming in here from the Blokes. Actually, I think unfortunately for Heaters Week, I might put him behind Handsome Blokes a little bit. So let's go ahead and check out. Let's do Vertical. Let's do Vertical. Vertical is a Covenant company on Lilith. These guys have been popping off and are still looked at as the absolute best company on Fresh Start. Now, I think last week we did have Vertical. Last week we did have Vertical at S, and I think even still, it still is definitely a vert angle. I think it's definitely a vert angle here. So I think it's an S+ angle. They pretty much own it. Wait, watch it. Okay, look, we'll take a brief intermission. Hold up here. We'll take a brief intermission and watch this. Hold up, guys. We'll take a brief intermission here, guys. Hold up. I have a lot of people asking me to catch this vid. It is about e-goed, so that's fine. All right, we'll check this out.
I told her ride it like a rental. It's just a rental.
Ooh, is that Juice already? I'm sorry, if that's Juice, it's already a fucking dub. No, okay, I don't know if it is. Hold on, we'll see.
I told her ride it like a rental.
Yeah, I'm out.
Hold on, we'll catch this ego propaganda.
Yeah. I'm gonna hop on point. I'm gonna hop on point. Yeah.
Eben is one. Killed his.
Catch out the ego propaganda real quick.
I told her ride it like a rental. It's just a rental. I'm not with
this song bangs.
Just keep it simple. You wanna know what I'm into, so you can get into it. I ain't trying to get into it. I done been through a lot of shit been on my mental. I done been through it. Niggas say they gon' kill me. Nike just do it. Bitches say they want the real me. They say
sorry guys, I'm vibing hard. I'm vibing fucking hard.
This shit don't ever work. My heart cold. It's been cold since I threw it to the South Pole. AP two-tone, yeah, my wrist cold. Straight flawless, the brightest of crystals. I'm a diamond in the rough, that's a gem hole. Got a thing for Geminis with a bad soul. I was taught to let live and to let them go. But instead I just love them.
Oh shit, you're right, DMCA. Oh shit, you're right. I'll turn it down a little bit. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I'll turn it down just a tad, okay? Start singing over it, bro. I don't know this track, but like I can try to freestyle, you know. This is for the boys, bro. I stay for the boys. This team's about to go crazy. Look, ego, get me fucking DMC8 out here, dude. Nah, it's all good. Oh shit, Westlove, don't do it, bro. Oh really? You think so, Snacks? Shit. It's alright, I'll edit it. No biggie. That's fine, I'll mute it.
I wake up in the morning with an alarm clock in my head.
SKG diff, dude.
It's a coach whistle.
It's non-release. Yo, let's go.
I don't gotta come back cause I never left. I can only imagine how that feels, no disrespect. On the right track, I don't know.
Man! Fuck! 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 Fuck!
Hey, yo, let's go. Hey, look, ego kind of popping off a little bit. Ego on top for, I mean, hey, look how it goes. Look, I know you guys roasted me a little bit for the placements. We'll see how it goes at the end. Alrighty, guys, let's get back to it. Hey, look, to be honest, look, I love catching y'all, all your guys' propaganda. That's what it's about. I love this shit. Let's go. Let's check out, let's do Mamooks. Where does Mamooks lie, guys? Mamooks is a Covenant company over here. Mamooks is a Covenant company over here on, I believe, Valhalla. It's kind of interesting. Unfortunately, Mamooks has a tendency of going up and down. These guys go up and down like this, man, and they had a couple decent wars, but I do think Mamooks is definitely going to be holding it down on the D side. Unfortunately, you hate to see it. The Mamookers still down there. It's rough. Graveyard, are they actually dead? We'll put them in D for now. We'll see. But no, I did put vertical in S tier before we caught that video. It's kind of rough. You know, I think vertical, again, the only reason why vert is in S tier for me is because they're the king of fresh start. They've been holding it down consistently. Nobody can beat them. And very similar to supple, nobody can seem to beat these guys. So that's why I put them up there. I think it's a fair placement. Let's go. Let's go ahead and do minus 15K, the B team. Now, guys, minus 15K actually had a bit of a rough minus 15K actually had a bit of a rough week. If I'm not mistaken, they lost to needs improvement. So if minus 15K lost to needs improvement, it's kind of weird, right? It's like, I think they're definitely a C tier team. I think they're definitely down here, but the question is, where do they land on C? Where do they land on C? They could be at the top. I know they're definitely, but see, the thing is, needs improvement beat them pretty convincingly too. They beat them pretty convincingly. This is the B team, but guys, by the way, just in case anybody, this is the B team. So I don't know. This is the B team. Yeah, I think so. The question for me is, are they above needs improvement, or behind Needs Improvement, because Needs Improvement beat them with a convincing war. So it's kind of, and they lost. Yeah, they did lose. I think I'm gonna actually put them behind Needs Improvement. I hate to say it, but yeah, they lost. They're having a hard time. So I think Needs Improvement definitely gonna be over them this time. So let's see. Let's go ahead and jump over to. Let's do the real 15K. This is the real minus 15K. They are a Covenant company over here in Marama. Minus 15K is very good, right? These guys are known to be absolute demons. They're solid, and they're working on their attack too. They are working on their attack, and we have seen some better attacks coming out from minus 15K, so you love seeing that, but they still have yet to kind of like hold it down on they've yet to kind of hold it down on a complete win on an attack. So I think minus 15K is definitely a plus for sure. Unfortunately, you know, they have a great defense, haven't really seen too much of the attack come out. I think a plus is fine for the squad. And aside from e-goed, right now minus 15K is arguably the best company on Marama when it comes to what it looks like, and we're going to be catching that here soon. e-goed versus minus 15K going to be coming in hot, and I'm excited to catch that. So now let's do yo what we on. Let's do yo what we on, dude. I think yo what we on, we're gonna have to put them in needs to see more, but I wanted to get them on the list because they did beat Ouroboros very convincingly. So I'm gonna put them on the needs to see more for now. Again, only one war that we saw from them, so I can't justifiably slot them just yet, but we'll see. We'll see what it looks like. How am I going to say A plus but doesn't have good offense? Well, let's be fair. 15K does have a good offense if there's fighting, if they're fighting other companies, right? But or like smaller companies. But 15K does seem to be fighting heaters and trying to do what they can out here. I still think minus 15K is still very strong on Marama though, right? Like, I mean, come on. Like, I mean, it's minus 15K heaters and e-goed at the top of Marama at the moment, unless I'm completely capping. And I think 15K has a way better defense than heaters does, at least from what we've seen tonight. We saw minus 15K hold out Horizon on a 2-point hold when heaters got taken a fort from Horizon. So I still think that minus 15K is, I think it's pretty fair. I still think it's pretty fair. Let's go. Let's go ahead and do Adeptus Supple. Adeptus Supple should be pretty interesting. Now, these guys are a Covenant company here in COS. Here, so Adeptus Supple going to be locked in. Now, guys, these guys have actually been popping off. I actually do really love Adeptus has been doing a very good job over here on COS. Now, where do they stand though? They have had some good wars against Handsome Blokes. They looked very good against Handsome Blokes. They held out against the Blokey Boys convincingly. They did do good against they did pretty solid against what was it, Bugaflu, before they did disband. They did hold out. They didn't hold out all the way, but they did hold out against dropouts to the last 4 minutes. So I do think Adeptus is probably over Blokes here, especially with the convincing defenses that they've had. I don't know. They did have a rough look against dropouts, so they got war camp by dropouts. But it's kind of I think it might be an Adeptus over Blokes here in the A tier right now, because Adeptus is still on that on the server, kind of going off here a little bit. And yeah, I don't know, but it's kind of rough though, because they look really bad against dropouts. I don't know, dude. I think I'm gonna go ahead and go I think they're above Blokes because that's fair, but because they're definitely looking good against the Bloke Boys, but they look rough against dropouts. But dropouts is extremely strong, so let's go ahead and do Inglorious Few. Inglorious Few is a syndicate company over there on what was it, Lilith. We're gonna have to look. We've called Inglorious a good amount of times, but these guys are kind of iffy. They're out there, they're battling, they're doing what they can, but guys, the struggle is real for the squad. They do have some decent wars, but a lot of times it's simply not enough. I think D tier is definitely a spot for Inglorious here. I think that is definitely where they belong. And again, nothing but respect. They definitely get active, but unfortunately they have a hard time securing those dubs. So let's go ahead and do Ordo Renatus. Now, guys, Ordo Renatus, speaking of Lilith, is a Covenant company on Lilith, making their way in from Amara. Now, we've only seen one war coming out from Ordo Renatus since the merge, so I do want to kind of put these guys at like an asterisk, because we haven't seen a ton of it, right? The thing is, we've only seen one war coming out from Ordo, and it's kind of hard to judge their strength because Lilith is kind of like, Lilith is kind of like, they're on the same side as Vertical. So it's really hard to see how they're going to battle it out here. And with Notice kind of like, if Notice really does disband, I don't know how Ordo is going to do it. But yeah, Ordo is very strong. I think Ordo is definitely probably the second strongest company on Lilith right now, if Notice is completely dead, right? So I think they could be top of B or back of A, but I don't know how it looks. They could be back of A or I don't know. I don't know. It could be top of B or back of A here. Rough. I think I think I'm gonna put him at top of B right now, only because we've caught one more from them. We've only had one more since they got to Lilith. We'll do top of B. I mean, again, guys, these are going to be some asterisk marks because, bro, we've only seen one war coming in from the squad. You know what I mean? We've only seen one war coming out from Ordo Renatus. So it's kind of like rough to kind of like judge. I guess they did beat Eye for an Eye very convincingly, though. They did hold it down pretty convincing, guys. I don't know. They could be back of A, but what is the competition for Ordo Renatus on Lilith? I'm not sure. And I guess it was a convincing dub against Eye for an Eye. It was looking good. Man, I might change this up. We'll put him at back of A for now, but we'll see. I might change it up to B. We'll have to take a look. No, I'm putting it at top of B for now. I'll hit it up after. I got to stick to my guns here. I'll stick to my guns, and then I'll check it out whenever we go through. Ordo could be the back of A, but it's just the lack of what we've seen coming out, man. It's like the e-goed situation. I want to put him higher, but like due to my analysis, like in the amount of credentials we have, it's like, bro, I got to put him lower. Like it's rough. Let's go. Let's go ahead and put let's do, man, West Bench is a weird one, guys. Let's do West Bench. West Bench is a Marauder company over here on Marama. Now West Bench is kind of in a weird spot too. It's definitely weird. It's definitely weird. West Bench has been having some good wars, but also at the same time having some rough ones. They did just lose the Cosmic Scales not too long ago, so West Bench could arguably be top of B or low A. I did personally slot West Bench at back of A. I did put them kind of towards the back of A here. I think they have a lot of strength in the roster, but losing the Cosmic definitely has a hard time. I think low A is definitely pretty fair for the squad. But they are teetering to go back, they are teetering going down to B. We'll have to see what it looks like coming out. I did hear that sometimes there's some internal things there, so I don't know. We'll see. Let's go ahead and do let's do Stimmies. Is Stimmies officially dead, guys? I know they're not on the map, but is Stimmies dead, or are they still out there? Are they still out here, guys? Like, I don't know. It's rough because, yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, unfortunately for the week that they had, Stimmies just decked. Okay, so they're still out here. They just had a very rough week. They're definitely in D tier after the week, guys. Again, no offense to Stimmy boys, but man, it is definitely a rough war, or a rough couple wars coming in for Stimmies. They lost like all their territories. They had a very hard time, so we're gonna have to put Stimmies in the D tier at the moment. Let's go ahead and speaking of morale, speaking of Cosmic, we'll do Cosmic Scales here in Marama. Now, guys, Cosmic Scales is a syndicate company over here on Marama, Baby Mama Drama, and obviously the leader of this definitely coming in with some. I know a lot of people are going to have some hot takes. A lot of people are going to have some hot takes here. You know, the thing is, I think no matter what I put Cosmic at, I'm going to get shit on, right? The thing is, they did just beat West Bench. So if we put West Bench A, then they're A tier, but they're above West Bench here. For sure. I think it's definitely one of these looks. Either West. So here's what it looks like: Cosmic A tier and West Bench behind, or you know what I mean. I don't know. I think this. I mean, guys, look. The reality is Cosmic just beat West Bench. So wherever West Bench is, Cosmic, I think respectfully has to be above it at the moment. Or it could be like this. You know what I mean? It could very well be like this as well. But I think, or it could be like this, guys. I mean, look, there's multiple ways. There's multiple ways we can go about it. I mean, West Bench could be top of B, Cosmic back of A. I think that is honest to God, I think this might actually be the best. I think this might, honest to God, be the best look. Cosmic top of A for beating West Bench, and West Bench holds B for losing a territory, right? I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, we could put West Bench at A2 though. I don't know. It's rough, man. It's really hard to tell. Yeah. Well, guys, look. Somebody said that. Look, Akapon, you know I love you, dude. I know. You know I love you, dude. And the list is going to be fucked, guys. You guys want to know why the list is going to be fucked? Because we had like guys. You guys also got to think about the situation, man. We just had like a huge merger, and we are going off this list with very few wars since the last tier list. So, guys, there's going to be some weird, you know, it's going to be kind of hard to get like an overall 100% ranking here. You know what I mean? It is what it is, but I think this looks fine for now. I think this is kind of fine for now. I think it looks pretty good. We could put West Bench on top of B, but I think West Bench is a very strong company, so we'll see what it looks like. Let's do Oregano. Oregano coming in here, guys. Oregano is a syndicate company over here on Valhalla. Oregano was looking really good, but did just have a very rough war against technical scales. Oregano looking solid. I could say it's kind of rough. Oregano had a very, very good couple weeks, but it's been kind of back and forth. I think Oregano hovers between possibly being B and possibly being C, in my opinion. Oregano does have a solid roster though, but I don't know. I think C might be a little bit more fitting for them at the moment, especially having a rough look against technical scales. I'm not sure. And is Oregano better than Ouroboros? I don't know. It could be B though too. I mean, look, I don't know. It's definitely a weird look. I mean, it's hard to say. Oregano has a lot of land on Valhalla though. I think B is definitely solid for the squad for sure. I think Oregano probably, are they above Eye for an Eye? Yeah, I think so, due to the competition of Valhalla, right? I think just due to the competition of Valhalla and Eye for an Eye just not having, I don't know. I think Oregano B tier. Let's go. Let's do Bark for Heels. Let's do Bark for Heels, guys. Bark for Heels is now syndicate over here on Valhalla, so it's going to be kind of interesting to see. We'll see. Now, they had a rough initial war. They did fight Stimmies, but I know having land doesn't equal good. I know, Milkman. I know this. I am aware of this, but I still think Oregano has a pretty good company at the end of the day. Like they definitely have been showing strength. But yeah, Bark for Heels. Yeah, it was a rough initial war for Bark. But where does Bark go, right? I feel like they lost the first one, they won the second. And again, guys, this is where it comes back to having a hard time of trying to slot a lot of these companies, especially the companies who just merged. Because like we only have like a couple wars, you know, we only have a couple wars. So I think Bark for Heels, I need to see more coming out from them, but I do think that they're C tier for sure. I need to see a little bit more coming out from Bark here. In my personal opinion, would like to see more coming out from Bark. Let's go. Let's do, Oracle of Flame. Look, these guys, I love them to death. But Oracle of Flame probably definitely Oracle of Flame definitely gonna be having a hard time, guys. They just lost their territory as well, so I've got to put them on the D tier. They're a syndicate company on Marama, but they're out there trying, so they're out here trying. Let's see. Let's see, guys. What apples? You say not a single fresh company should be above C besides Vert. Who else do we have above C? What, Eye for an Eye? Or Ordo Renatus? Well, to be honest though, I get that. Again, this is all like, it's weird to say, but it's all respectful to their competition, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, well, yeah, for sure, but that's not who they're fighting, right? Like, this is respectful to kind of like what it's trying to do a little bit of both, right? It's like, this isn't like a head-to-head. This isn't some imaginary situation where it's Ordo Renatus versus Horizon, or or Blokes versus Eye for an Eye. Like, I'm still trying to kind of slot them in a way in which they look at on their server too. And I've been doing this for literally every single time. Look, Legion, if you don't like the tier list, smell you later. Look, I've done my tier list like this every time. Like, this is nothing new. I've done it this way every time. Let's go ahead and do. Is Outcast still out there? Is Outcast still out here, guys? I'm not sure. Oh, wait, no, wait, they're holding down the West Coast, actually, but we don't have, it's hard to slot Outcast. It's hard to slot Outcast because it's really, I'm going to put him in needs to see more, okay? Because I haven't seen any Outcast war in a long time. I haven't personally casted an Outcast war in a long ass time, so we'll go ahead and do Cannabis. We'll do no, look, Romney, guys, look, I literally haven't shoutcasted an Outcast war in forever. I don't know what they look like, okay? Guys,
Let's go!
I swear to Christ, dude, this is easily the most fucking never mind, dude. Let's go. We'll do Cannabis. Cannabis holding it down. They are a Covenant company over there on they're a Covenant company over there on Lilith, but what does it look like? They did have a hard time. They ended up losing against Eye for an Eye, especially tonight. And again, just with the merge is pretty much what we got to hold on to. So I think the Cannabis boys probably going to be down in the D tier as well. I probably put them above Oracle, maybe, yeah. Maybe a little bit above Oracle here, but yeah, I have a hard time losing to Eye for an Eye tonight. It is what it is. Let's go ahead and do Sinaloa. Sinaloa is a syndicate company over here in Valhalla. Now they have some strength in the roster, but also struggle at the same time too. I think Sinaloa, I think arguably is probably top of D, back of C, but I don't know. I think they're definitely probably a D tier at the moment. Are they better than Don't Panic? I'm not quite sure. And Mamooks. It's kind of an interesting one. I think Sinaloa definitely, I don't know though. They could be a back of C. I'm not sure. It's kind of hard. Again, it's really hard to judge these companies who only have a couple wars under their belt, right? And especially with the mergers, it's really hard to see. No, dude, Troutmouth, I'm watching the wars, right? It's just the thing is a lot of the mergers really fuck with the tier list. So we're seeing that tonight. Like the mergers and stuff really make it rough. It's because it's not easy. And especially when new companies get back in here. What do you think? Like the mergers it's really rough to try and gauge strength whenever mergers come down. It's really hard to. So yeah, I do think though, Sinaloa, I don't know, man. Are they C or D, guys? I'm not sure. I will take chat opinions on this one because I have them slotted at back of C, but they could be D. I'm not sure. But I'll take some chat opinions. I think bottom C. Yeah, I think C bottom is where I had them slotted, so I'm not going to lie. C bottom is my initial slotting. Yeah, in my opinion, I think so. Got to be D. Depends on the mercs they have. I don't know. Cox S tier. Yeah. They not it. Yeah, they have. I mean, look, they have had some struggles here. I don't know, guys. I think we'll go ahead and do... We'll do back Z. I perform better than their attack versus tech than Aura did. Yeah. I think we'll do... I think we'll do back a C for now for Sinaloa. Let's do Technical Scales. Now, Technical Scales is a Covenant company over here on Valhalla. Technical Scales actually having some pretty good defenses. Now, they had some rough attacks at the start of the week, right? They had some... They had a rough start at the start of the week here, but they're starting to look good. I mean, they had a really good defense against some of the boys here, and I think obviously they own 3 of the biggest territories on Valhalla. I think they're definitely strong. Now, we did see Ouroboros take them to fort a few times, which is okay. They did have if I'm not mistaken, they had a rough attack against Ouroboros. If again, yeah, because they weren't able to beat him, but then we saw Yo What We On beat Ouroboros, so that was kind of a weird look. But I think Technical Scales still is pretty good. They're holding Everfall, Windsword over there. Definitely some strength coming in. So let's go ahead. I think Technical Scales is probably, you could argue top of B, bottom A. In my opinion, you could argue top of B, bottom A. I think Technical Scales definitely cooks a lot of the people in B. So it does make me kind of look at. I don't know. It does kind of make me look at A, but I think maybe top of B at the moment could be a good look for Technical Scales at the moment too. Just because if you look at the A tier, roster like Blokes, Adeptus, Heaters, Cosmic, West Bench, it does. This is a Valhalla company, which is fair. No shot. Nothing against Valhalla, but I think I'll put them at top of B at the moment. But could be changing. Could be going to bottom of A. We'll see what it looks like. But Technical does look really good overall, though. They could be bottom A tier too. So we'll go through and do some readjustments if we have to. Is price? So there was only one price check war, guys. There was only one price check war coming in here. How did price check do, by the way? I think we have to put price check. It needs to see more. I did not catch that war live, so we'll have to see more coming out from price check. That's just how it is. We'll have to see more coming out from the squad. Hopefully they do decent. Let's go. Oh, bad. Look, I'm pretty sure Boros took tech to fort twice, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. I could be capping. We were talking about it earlier in chat. Now F Baller is out here. Wait, is F Baller still in the mix, or are they dead? I know Stuck in Cactus is over there on Lilith. We'll do Lilith at the moment. Stuck in Cactus had yeah, I think F Baller's dead, right? Yeah, F Baller is Stuck in Cactus. So Stuck in Cactus, F Baller turned into Yo What We On. Yeah, for sure. True. We got Stuck in Cactus here. Now this is gonna be the last one. Stuck in Cactus, Marauder Company over here in Lilith. Are they still Marauders? Correct. Yeah. I didn't catch the war. I know it was an absolute speed run. It doesn't surprise me. Yo. Absolute speed run. If I'm not mistaken. Still Greenies, got you. Yeah, I just didn't catch their war. And again, guys, this is what's weird with the placements. Stuck in Cactus has had literally like one war since the merge. So it's like, well, how the fuck do I rank them? Like, it's really hard to tell. I think Stuck in Cactus is probably around need to see more. I mean, I feel like it's either B or need to see more. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure. I think we'll put Cactus in need to see more. Yeah, because there's only been one war. I would put them personally at low B. Like if I could just slot them without having to have like with the wars that I have had, I would put them at low B, low middle B-ish. We'll have to, again, only one war to really tell. I'll put them at B for now because we've seen a lot of Cactus in the past. So we've seen a lot of Cactus in the past. So let's go through this because we have a lot. We have a lot to discuss whenever we talk about this. Vega, dude, look, you can eat it, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want. Now, to be honest though, I do think that I think that the Eagle placement is what's throwing a lot of people off. And this is why we had a poll in the chat earlier, because I initially wanted to put Ego at A+, but everybody was giving me hell saying Ego had to be S. It's weird because I feel like because the thing is, when you put Ego A+ here, it automatically makes dropouts need to be, or when you put Ego S, you automatically need to put dropouts S too. But it's like, it's just rough here. But like Ego is just fucking insane. So I totally understand the S placement. So I do understand that dropouts could be S2, but respectfully to them fighting Supple, they still have yet to beat Supple, and Supple traditionally, still holds down pretty convincingly, pretty damn convincingly. You know what I mean? Yeah, Apples, I do agree with the A plus for Vert, but I kind of put Vert at S, just kind of at like, again, I know this is a for fun list. As much as people want to take it as serious as possible, I still think Vert holding it down as like the absolute demons and never really losing on fresh start. That's kind of why I have them at the S, right? Yeah, they're just they win, like nobody's beat them. So it's like I understand they don't have as much competition, but I still like to respectfully put them at S for what they do until they get beaten, in my opinion. So that's why I have them there. Either way, let's go down. Adeptus. I think Adeptus over Blokes is fair. I think Heaters and Cosmic right now are actually I feel like probably very close in level. It feels like Heaters is having a rough time. I think Heaters still is over Cosmic at the moment, but I want to see Heaters bounce back a little. I really want to see Heaters bounce back a little. Is Heaters over Blokes though? Blokes is. That is a question. Is Heaters over Blokes? They looked rough against Ego, but they have been still holding it down against like 15K and stuff. Blokes is. I don't think Blokes has had enough wars to really justify. I don't think Blokes has had enough wars to kind of justify what Heaters has. Heaters are fucking active, dude. Heaters stays active. I think I'm gonna put them above Blokes at the moment. And kind of battling it out with Adeptus Supple. Heaters could be top of A. I don't know. Actually, I think I might move. Yeah, Cosmic had a win over West Bench. So I'm going to move Cosmic above Blokes at the moment because Cosmic came in with this week with a win. I think this is pretty decent right here. Is Adeptus over Heaters? I'm not quite sure. And again, guys, look, I do count wins. I mean, Cosmic did beat West Bench, so like, you know, catching a dub. Blokes is still grinded, you know. They got to try and catch a dub here soon. Let's do Tech at the top of B, I think is still fair. Let's go ahead and see Ordo Renatus and Horizon battling it out. I mean, Horizon probably wins against Ordo, but again, that's not the case, right? I think Ordo, in respect to where they're at, are very strong on Lilith, right? They had a very convincing win against Eye for an Eye, and then Eye for an Eye against Ordo Renatus. You know, you could say that they could be C, right? They could be C, and whenever you think about how fast Ordo beat them, so I see that argument of putting Eye for an Eye down on the C row. But I think with the night they had, they took Vert to Fort, and they did win out on a double point hold. So I think that does make them feel pretty good. I think Stuck in Cactus would probably beat Eye for an Eye if kind of like battling it out, right? But that's still not really how it goes, right? So it's kind of weird like that. But again, Stuck in Cactus could be and needs to see more. But I just kind of wanted to slot them because they have a big pass and they get active. We do need to see a little bit more from Stuck in Cactus, though. They could be and needs to see more. Let's go. I think Ouroboros, honestly, man, I'm not gonna lie, Ouroboros has been having a bit of a rough one. I think top of C is kind of fairish. I think Bark and Oro probably on similar levels at this point on Valhalla. It needs improvement in 15K. I think this is fair too because 15K had a rough time, and needs improvement definitely. Beat 15K convincingly, so I think that's all right. I think that is just fine. Sinaloa back a C for now. Could be it. You could argue D, but I think back a C is just fine. Respectfully put as it needs to see more. Is better than just being below Eye for an Eye. What, Stuck in Cactus? Okay, fine. Chase, do we just put? Oh wait, you're right. I am missing ratioed. Holy shit! I only caught one ratioed anyway, but damn, I am missing ratioed. Actually, we will put Stuck in Cactus and needs to see more. Yeah, that is true. That is true. We actually probably do need to see more because we only have one more from Cactus at the moment. Yeah, I for what compare Stuck in Cactus versus Ordo. Yeah, I know. Oh, I know. It would definitely have more of a convincing war coming out. So we'll see more coming out from Stuck in Cactus. Let's go. Don't Panic, I think, holding down top of D in Valhalla. Pretty fair. We have Mamooks behind him. I'm going to put... Stimmy's had a really rough week, so I think I'm going to put Stimmy's behind a Glorious Few. Because Glorious Few had a decent couple looking wars, but Stimmy's... Man, they had a really rough week here. Cannabis... Actually, is Oracle above? I mean, these two are kind of just a toss-up. I see. I can't. Honest to God, I cannot wait to see Cactus versus Vert. Like I'm gonna shit my pants. That's gonna be awesome. Is that happening tomorrow? That's what the gods need. That is gonna be awesome. Yeah. Is Ordo? Yeah, I mean, we could put Horizon above Ordo though. I mean, they are. Yeah, I mean, I could see that. No, I mean, I could definitely see this placement too, because Horizon is fighting on Marama, fighting some way stiffer competition. But I mean, again, I don't try to look at it like that. I kind of look at the way, so because like if Ordo gets closer to Eye for an Eye, it makes me want to put Eye for an Eye down in C, right? You know what I mean? I kind of wanted to create that distance because I feel like Ordo speed ran Eye, so it's kind of like, it's rough. But yeah, I do think Ordo is probably a little bit better, or Horizon is probably a little bit better at the moment. Just also though disrespectfully because of because the server they're fighting in. I mean, they are fighting the good fight out there in Marama. Alrighty guys, well, I'm not gonna lie. Guys, you know, I think that this, look, I know this is a bit of a rough I don't know, this is a bit of a rough tier list, guys. It's a bit of a rough one. Look, I kind of expected this coming out here, right? I knew that going into this tier list is going to be hard to do, right? There's literally going to be no way to do this tier list because especially with the merges and the way it looks, it's just hard, you know, like it's definitely hard. This is for fun at the end of the day. So I hope that you guys had fun with it. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most toxic tier list I've ever had to do. So it's kind of unfortunate to see the community being so toxic during this. It is for fun, so like I think next time I'm definitely gonna have to put on some sub mode or something. But either way, hopefully you guys had fun. If you guys are look, yeah, it's crazy, man. Look, it was a juicy toxic one. It's, hey, look, it is what it is, man. Hey, you know, I try to do this stuff for fun. You know, it is what it is.